Few months off the presidential campaign trail, and Governor Rick Perry is already diving early into the business of the next legislative session.
But his budget ideas were only part of what he talked about with our political reporter, Josh Hinkle, today. Josh joins us now after going one-on-one with the governor.
Well, Governor Perry did talk to me about eliminating agencies and beginning the budget process months ahead of time. But before that, we talked about one of his former GOP presidential opponents, a man he just endorsed, Mitt Romney. But if offered, Perry says he'd turn down being Romney's running mate.
I would never trade the governorship of Texas to go to Washington other than in the presidential role. It's become clear to me that the Republican nomination process will go to Mitt. He is going to bring good fiscal conservative ideas, and you know, that's what I hope he will stay focused on, because it is the most important thing.
If you were to recommend a vice presidential running mate for Governor Romney, what would that be?
I suspect he'll choose wisely, and I'm not on that list, but I'll be more than happy to help him on issues dealing particularly with the 10th Amendment and how states need to be allowed to be more competitive than they are today.
Knowing that there is still another Texan in the race, what might you suggest to Ron Paul at this point in the game?
I'm not one to be giving Ron Paul too much advice. He generally doesn't come knocking on my door asking for any, so I'm not going to be presumptuous and give him any advice. Just like, you know, Newt Gingrich stayed in until he saw it was clearly not going to be attainable, and you know, I'll leave that up to Ron Paul.
Presidential politics aside, Governor Perry is ready to hit the ground running when it comes to the state budget, but he also has some other issues he says the state needs to focus on now. Last session, it was the sonogram bill, voter ID, and sanctuary cities. We'll tell you what his new ideas are at 6. Josh Hinkle, KXAN News.
All right, Josh, thank you for that. A former rival is throwing her support behind Mitt Romney. Today, Minnesota Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann endorsed the GOP frontrunner, and while she never won a primary and quit the race for the White House in January, insiders say she was a powerful voice for the Tea Party and Republican women.